It makes common sense to use something that the fish are definitely not scared of. We camouflage leads because we think the fish are scared of them. A stone is just a stone. It makes perfect sense. It does exactly the same job, and it's a no-brainer for me.
For me, it's just so versatile. I love the fact that it's not just a fishing weight. I use it as a method feeder. I flavour them with different water-based flavours, and they do the job of a weight as well. So it ticks all the boxes.
A fishing weight, by definition, is to cast and hold your bait in place. Doesn't need to be made of lead. Lead's toxic, for one thing. As a fishery owner, I'm very, very aware of potential damage lead can do actually to the substrate life, so the invertebrate life. And stones are so versatile. They're designed to catch even more fish. It's basically a natural object we're using to do the job of the traditional lead weight, but gives you so many more benefits. So you can use them as a method feeder, you can flavour them. There's so many things you can do with a stone that you can't do with a lead, and it still does the same thing that a lead does, which is cast and hold place in the majority of situations. So the advantages outweigh using a man-made completely, but the biggest thing for us as anglers, we're definitely catching more fish by using a product that is just natural.
It's a massive tactical advantage, and at the same time it's protecting the environment.
It's the most natural presentation that you can use for a weight when you're fishing. Fish can't sense it, and it holds flavors very well, so I can soak it in any flavor that I like, and it's environmentally friendly. I love the Gripz because they're fish friendly. When I bring a fish in, generally the hook will pop out of its mouth and there's no hook damage. I also love that they stay sharp. I can catch multiple fish on a single Gripz, and I never get a hook that bends out because the steel is very strong and quality, made with quality material.
Best hook I've ever used, in a nutshell. They hold, they stay sharp, they're really sharp out the packet, and every packet I get, it's not like some hooks where you're throwing some away. Literally every pack is usable, so they work.
Reliability, quality, and the value for the angler being able to catch more than one fish on a single hook. And the revolutionary third design that's different from your standard barb and barbless hook.
There's not many innovative parts of fishing now, especially at the business end. We've got lots of nice things that we sit on the bank and everything. There's a lot of innovation there. But hooks wise, hooks really haven't changed that much. But the Gripz offer a unique, different style of hook compared to barbed or barbless. You know, and they work, they're sharp, they're strong. They give me everything I want from a hook.
Why do we only have to accept two hook designs? So you're barbed and barbless, because the hook design is basically the point. The patterns are all the different shapes. So that's really was the challenge for me, to find a hook point that was going to be better than what we've got at the moment on the market. So better by its durability, its sharpness, its fish safety, and the fact is that you've got Gripz grooves which will hold those fish firmly in place while you're playing them. And as soon as, and it's something that comes back from thousands of anglers that are now using them, as soon as that's pressure release, the hook comes out, no damage, it's just happy days across the board. Steamlink's a really interesting product for me. Again, I did a lot of research back in the day, and the hinge to flexi rig definitely catches huge amounts of fish, and in my opinion, catches more than any other rig. Anti-tangle, all these different things that come with a stiff rig to a hinge. But the trouble is, it was all the same stuff, and I went outside of the market like I do a lot of things. If I'm not going to make it myself, I'll look for something that's going to be actually better, that can improve on what we've already got. So you've got this product that has nothing actually to do with fishing. We're just using it within the fishing scene to make a incredibly versatile rig. I mean, and in its hooking ability. And one of the reasons is it's made from Dyneema. The core is Dyneema. The translucent coating, once steamed, will give you that really stiff boom effect. And then you get this hinge effect, which is so supple. and I just can't beat it. And I say the anti-tangle properties that come with it as well, whether it's a bottom bait or a pop-up, it's just my go-to hook link material.
I love Steamlink because it gives me that stiff boom property, but it also allows me to have that supple Dyneema core. So whenever you strip back the coating, then you can have that rig that can move freely and reset nicely.
Steamlink for me is a really versatile product. I love the fact it gives you that stiff to supple ratio when you strip it, so you don't need lots of jingly jangly bits on a rig. It's a really simple rig, but it works.
Steamlink, right? Steamlink's a very, very unique coated. Well, it's not coated braid; it's coated Dyneema. And the beauty is that with a little bit of steam, you make your actual hook link very stiff and very straight, and then you can have your flexible bit on the end. So compared to most coated braids or whatever, it's very unique. It works exceptionally well. And again, you always want to use something that works and works properly, and it does. So it works for me.
Anti-tangle, reset properties, and it's helped me catch a load of fish. Dependability, durability, and I can't find anything else that stands up to the brute force that is required in Canadian waters.
Best line I've ever used. It's better by science. It's thinner, it's more abrasion resistant, it casts really well, and it sits on your spool grip.
I was quite disappointed when I first got involved in the trade, realising that most, if not all, of the companies basically are buying from several different manufacturers who are producing fishing lines. Amongst other things, fishing line is copolymers, which is used strimmer wire, toothbrush, bristles, all that kind of stuff. And I just stumbled upon Gamma when I was out in America, a very big show out there, and I was blown away by the science. They are doing something that is not the same as traditional fishing lines. By irradiating it, you're cross-plying the molecules, which gives you stronger line by diameter, huge abrasion resistant compared to a normal copolymer. So again, it's science, it's fact, it's proven, and I wouldn't fish on anything else. If something came along better, I'd have to admit it. I really don't think that's ever going to happen, because this comes from the tennis string industry, a massive, massive industry, and we're very, very lucky to be able to exclusively distribute something that is, again, yes, it's a disruptor, but yes, it's genuinely better.
I love Gamma because it's durable. I can cast a long distance, and it's abrasion resistant, so it really helps in our snaggy swims and dealing with zebra mussels and rocks and trees that are in our swims.
Best line on the fishing market. I don't really need to say any more than that. Scientifically proved, and it is without doubt the best line I've ever used.
It's all about the food content and the ingredients. I always say to people, your bait is all about the ingredients. What's it actually made of? Not what we smell or what we think or the shape or things like that. So it's about core ingredients. And as a fishery owner, I want to put something into my fishery that benefits the substrate life, so the invertebrate life, which the fish are feeding on. I want it to benefit the fish because they're going to be feeding on it. I want it to not cause damage to the water quality. As something as a fishery owner, that is right at the top of everything. Water quality, water quality. You look after that, your fish and everything else will be healthy. And ultimately, me as an angler, I want to be fishing on the best bait. I believe the best baits are ones, as I say, with quality ingredients, but also that I make myself. And I know that sounds slightly indulgent, but therefore I do make all these baits. And if people want to gravitate to them and use them themselves, they're going to benefit the same as I do. So it's all about the quality and the quality of the ingredients.
Pallatrax HMV baits, I know they're fish safe and I know they're made of quality ingredients. I've also caught some of my biggest fish this year on some Pallatrax boosted hook baits. Because
they are exactly what they say they are. It's a bit like a tin of ron seal. It does what's said on the tin. They work really well, and I've had some amazing catches on them.
I'm a big believer in proper bait for fish. I believe that if you offer them something good, that does them good, that they eat and feel good after eating it, that the fish will continuously come back for more. And again, even with humans, if we eat properly, we feel better. So why wouldn't fish? All animals eat the best food available. It's a simple thing there. Cows eat the best grass, lions eat the best zebra, whatever it is. It's nature is to eat the best food available. And if you can offer fish the best bait available, then they'll keep eating it and come back for more. That's all I worry about, is I want to catch fish. So, good bait.
Quality, I know what goes into them, and I have the utmost faith in putting them in the water and knowing they're going to catch fish.